What are we doing today on Practical Junk? Well, I've got these little scrap pieces of cut off from where I've been making feeders out of pipe and using it for different projects. But the good thing about keeping these little strips is they make great clips to hold the pipe into place. You know, if you've seen my other videos, I have these big U-shaped style feeders that I make that work just amazingly. But how do you hold them in place when you want to mount them up against a wall or in a pen? So we're going to put this little scrap to use. I've already pre-drilled a hole on one side so I can mount it to a wall. Then right directly across from that, I'm going to cut a slit right here. Hole, straight across, slice it. Now, I'm going to heat my oven up to 210. Perfect temperature to warm up PVC. Takes about 10 minutes. If I was doing, say, 3-inch or a thicker PVC, I might, warm it up for maybe 15 minutes. So I'm going to heat up the oven. We're going to get this cut. We're going to get it in there. Now, be warned, if you're doing a bunch of these, it does put off a smell. I try to do this when nobody's home. So let's get this on here, and I'm going to show you how to make a quick clip for piping. All right, let's get this molded. This is really warm, but my hands are tough. It's not bothering me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mold this around this pipe. You want to make sure you keep it straight and just hold it. Now, this is hot. If you've got tender hands, I would not suggest doing this by hand. I've got really tough hands. The heat doesn't really bother me, but you want to hold it on the pipe. And what I'm doing is I just cut a little piece off about a 1/2 inch, cut it down the center. I heat it in the oven at 210 for roughly about 10 minutes. And now we're going to mold around this pipe. Now it molds pretty fast. It's already cool. That quick. And then what'll happen, I've already pre-drilled a little hole here, right dead center. Then I cut it right across from that. I'm gonna put this screw through this to hold it in the wall, and then this is just gonna clip right over there and hold it. It's pretty awesome. Really easy way to hold these up, and it works very effectively. Well, believe it or not, I just cleaned this out. Right here, this is gonna be our feeder. And this is going to be our new clip to hold it in place. See that? That holds really, really well. It will hold this up here. Then I've got my little fancy cover. Keep them from climbing over the poo. This is just where I measured out and cut it with a hole saw on each end, then cut the ends off, and it fits right on top. And that just gives them just enough room to get their heads in here, but it stops them from climbing over the feeders, trying to get lodged in there, and it stops them from pooing in the food. So less cleaning, you don't have to worry about them digging through their poo as much, and it keeps them from fighting over each other as much while they're eating. But guys, this is my little quick clip. This is my feeder setup in my brooding box, and hopefully it helps somebody out. Y'all have a blessed day.